My name is.
What?
My name is.
Who?
My name is.
What's going on? What's going on, Patriots? You just locked in the hood politics where we always keep it 100. I'm your host, Jay. Y'all already know on this channel we cut straight through that BS and get straight to the issues and the policies that hit us close to home. We talk about everything from elections to national debates, all the way up to political podcasts. We throw some pop culture and comedy in every once in a while, because y'all know my motto, baby, all politics all the time. I give you brain rot. That's why I do it, so you don't have to. We start each and every one of them off sending out our thoughts and prayers. And I want to keep in our thoughts and prayers, little Nolan Wells, man. I want everybody to pray for his soul. Pray that this young boy is resting in peace with everything that's going on right now. As much as his body been moved and chopped up for no reason, man. Well, I ain't gonna say for no reason, but just that has to be disturbing to the soul. So I want everybody to pray for Nolan Wells. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm back, baby. It's been a while. Your boy is frustrated. Please forgive me. I know it's been a while. It's been a while. But, man, y'all just don't understand. I am a tradesman. You understand? I'm a tradesman. I've been a tradesman all my life. I build houses, decks, remodel, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Now I work in HVAC. I've been a tradesman all my life. So all this here is new to me. It's a straight up foreign language. I have no computer skills. Well, I do now. I got I got quite a few now. But yo, this is frustrating trying to learn this stuff. This is frustrating. I just spent like literally because I've been trying to learn how to do the side by side joint. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of ways I could do it with OBS Studios, but it distorts the picture. It distorts my camera frame. So I get on AI, because that's my helper. That's my helper, right? So I get on AI, like, man, well, if you want that, you got to stop using OBS because that's for like live streams, and you need to do a video editing thing. So you need CapCut or desktop. So okay, I jump on CapCut. I got it on. I got all this crap. I got all this junk on my. I got all these programs. You know what I'm saying? So I jump on this program. I jump on CapCut. You know what I'm saying? For 2 hours, this dude is sending me in circles, sending me in circles, sending me in circles. So I'm like, you know what? Back to the original format. I'll figure it out. You know what I mean? But I got to figure it out on my own, man, because it's strange, man. And I want to talk to my black people out here, man, my black conservatives and my black liberals, man, because I got something to say. Y'all keep saying y'all all about the black community, both sides. You know what I'm saying? The right, or man, the black community need to start taking accountability and yada yada yada, blah, blah, Skippy. And the left, y'all just idiots. You know what I mean? You just think, hey, let's let criminals run wild. Let's do this and let's do that. You know what I'm saying? But the point being is that both sides are right about each other. What do you mean, Jay? All right. Let's go with the what the black conservatives say about I mean, excuse me. What the black liberals say about the black conservatives talking about. Oh, they just play king to their white audience. They just try and do this. They just try to do that. Yada 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 yada. You know what I'm saying? They cooning or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? To me, they right. To me, they right. Now let's see what the black conservatives have to say about the black liberals. Oh, they racist, they crazy, they don't take accountability, and y'all know the shambles on both sides. You're right, they don't. But let me tell you something about both sides. One thing y'all do have in common is that y'all alpha self and you really don't care about the black community. What do you mean, Jay? Why would you say something like that? How could you say something like that? I don't know. I'll give you a prime example. You know what I mean? First, let's talk about slavery. You know what I'm saying? We got slavery. Um, Black tribes kidnap other black tribes and sold them to white folks. That's how we got her. That's how we got here. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about how everything you do destroys your community and destroys your people. You know what I'm saying? And then I got the right. Oh, the left need to take accountability. They need to get off welfare. They need to do this. They need to do that. You pick yourself up by your bootstraps. Yada 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 yada. Okay, okay, okay. That's fine and dandy. That sound all good, fine and dandy. But what happens when somebody is trying to do that and they reach out to y'all for a little helping hand? Do you stretch that hand out? Do you stretch that hand out and lift that brother up when he's reaching to try to reach for some help? Because, see, I'm a prime example of being able to answer that question by strictly saying, no, you don't. How you know that, Jay? Have you ever reached out to him? I reached out to all of the creators, bro. I have bought something from all of my favorite creators, and I've had an issue. You know what I'm saying? Now, did they great businessmen on the right? They answer them emails when you have an issue or you have a question about merchandise or purchasing. Answer it quickly. Like Trump said, they answer it quickly, they answer it quickly, they get right back to you very quickly. You know what I'm saying? But when you say, hey man, I need help with this program, or yo, I'm a small creator and I'm trying to do this, and can you help me with this? And can you give me some advice on, just advice? This is what you hear, bro. You hear crickets. That's what you hear every time, man. Just crickets. So both of y'all right about each other, man. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. None of y'all have loyalty. You wanna know why? Because it's not built. You can't learn that in school, man. And all you black conservatives and all you black liberals out here who got any type of voice or making any type of noise, all of y'all are some bunch of y'all some book nerds, bro. You lames, you book nerds. And I know my man Millionaire Morning Show, Anton say it's cool to be a lame sometimes. But see, it's things you don't learn as a lame that you learn in the hood growing up. Is what real loyalty is. And the black community don't have loyalty. Everybody's out for self. Nobody want to help nobody. That's why we are what we are. You know what I'm saying? And excuse me, because I'm pissed, because I've been up here for 3 hours trying to figure something out. Well, one of my favorite creators could have just slid me a damn email and say, hey, try this program, or hey, try this, or hey, you doing this wrong. You know what I mean? But they didn't, because they full of shit. Just like these dudes on the left, these racist black liberals on the left. Everybody in the black community is out for self. Let me tell you something. This the realest crap I ever heard, and it's probably gonna be the realest crap I ever say on here. Coming from a street perspective, people don't mind you doing good. They only mind when you start doing better than them. They don't mind if you do good. They just don't want you to do better than them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming people I step out to like, oh yeah, dude, he got some charisma. You know what I'm saying? He can possibly go somewhere. Yeah, let me go ahead and act like I ain't see this email, but it's cool because I don't need y'all. I got this far by myself, and I'm gonna get further by myself. You know what I'm saying? Now let's jump into this. Like I said, y'all, I was gonna keep y'all informed on this pedo babysitter, man. So I have a new update. It seemed like her lawyer and the prosecutors are in some type of negotiations, or at least thinking about a plea deal, which don't surprise me. You know what I'm saying? I've been locked up everywhere. I've been locked up. I've been out of every state I touch except the one I'm living in now, because I've grown up and changed my life around. I've touched state penitentiaries. And it's not one penitentiary in one of these liberal places that I've been to that don't protect pedos. And I used to wonder, like, how long is it gonna take before they start protecting them on the outside as well as as hard as they protected them on the inside? And it didn't take long, man. It didn't take long. I think the last time I was behind bars was like 2004, and in about 2016. So what's that? 8 years? What's that about? 12, 12 years? 8, 12 years, something like that. My mouth off. Y'all gotta forgive me, man. My brain is burned out right now. I don't even want to do this video right now. But I ain't did nothing. I gotta get back to work. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta start taking it seriously. You know what I'm saying? So my brain is hurting from trying to figure all this stuff out. I'm back to where I started. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find out. Trust me. I'm gonna figure it out, y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate everybody, and I appreciate y'all patience. But back to what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? It only took what 12 years for them to start protecting them on the outside. They trying to throw them into the community as an alphabet. M, minor attracted people. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, what I'm about to hear, it don't surprise me. It may surprise some of y'all, but it don't. And another thing I want to say about this, you know what I'm saying? The 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 strategy, the defense strategy that her lawyer is taking. You know what I'm saying? It's a possibility that some people might see it the way they taking it. You know what I mean? The way they trying to put it. I ain't gonna do no spoiler alert, so we just gonna jump right into this, man. Let's get right into it, y'all.
Accused of sexually assaulting a toddler. Here is Victoria Cranmer in a New Jersey courtroom this week. Investigators say she allegedly kept a video of the awful incident on her phone, and she was laughing as she took it. I will warn you, the details of this story are not easy to hear, and yet there are now questions about whether a plea deal is a possibility. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart.
And I want everybody to forgive me, man, because I know I'm probably looking mad up here, but because I am. I'm frustrated, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie.
A judge overseeing this case of this babysitter now in jail for just a horrific crime. You just can't imagine it if all of this is true. The judge called the case troubling at a last court hearing. And based on what we've been told about this case, troubling, maybe a massive understatement. Now, this is Victoria Cranmer, the babysitter we're talking about, in a New Jersey courtroom this week. She did not appear to show much emotion as she stood for a hearing, and it only lasted a couple of minutes. She has been in the Ocean County Jail since her arrest last month. And even though this hearing was brief, there was a line that has caught people's attention about the possibility that this case could end in a plea deal. Now, we'll get to that in just a moment, but I want to bring you up to speed on what authorities say happened and how we got to this point. Again, I'm going to warn you, I can't warn you enough about how disturbing the details are to this story. But let's go back to when this investigation started, which was on May 20th. And that is when the New Jersey Division of Child Protection and Permanency contacted police in Little Egg Harbor, New Jersey, which they're a group that investigates concerns about child abuse and neglect in New Jersey. A woman is identified in court records only as Miss P, and she was the one who allegedly came forward claiming that she found this very disturbing video on Victoria Cranmer's phone, specifically on her Snapchat. And she said that video showed Cranmer, a babysitter, sexually abusing a child so young they were still in diapers.
The victim is a 2-year-old juvenile.
Now, that is video from a previous court hearing per the Asbury Park.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I can't get over how sexy this pedo is. This shit. Why is all the pretty ones crazy, bro? Why?
Press. Cranmer reportedly lived with Miss P and her child for about 3 months. During Cranmer's stay, Miss P bought her a phone, and this phone was a birthday present according to court records. Now, the relationship between Cranmer and Miss P seems to have gone south. Court records state that Miss P ordered Cranmer to leave the home because she was having issues with her mental health. We don't really know much more about that at this point. And not only did Miss P order Cranmer out of the house, she said she wanted the phone back. And when she got the phone back, that phone did not have a passcode on it. So court documents show Miss P goes into the phone and finds the kind of video saved to Cranmer's Snapchat, allegedly, that would forever be seared into your mind.
One of those videos was a 14-second video clip taken while
And see, this is why this right here, this Snapchat video being saved is the problem that I have with this whole case and her lawyer's argument. You see what I'm saying? Because if this was so innocent, you know, why is that and other videos of that nature saved in your Snapchat? Something that is designed to delete your messages after 24 hours. It seems like that's something like you went back and watched to get your rocks off. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem that I'm having with her defense, y'all.
Inside the bathroom at the child's residence. The video showed the defendant naked from at least the waist down, sitting on the toilet, while the 2-year-old juvenile stood next to the defendant.
Prosecutors say Kramer is heard on this video laughing as the young boy, frankly a toddler, touched her private area. Now, that's according to court records. Not only did Miss P know that it was Kramer, she says, because of some unique tattoos that Kramer has on her body, but she also realized where this video was allegedly shot, the house of a woman who Kramer babysat for. The victim's mom has been identified as Miss H in court records, and she said that she knew something was wrong. She didn't even know about the video at that point, but she noticed something was wrong because her son stopped liking the bath, and he was just acting differently after he spent time with Kramer. Now, Kramer allegedly bathed with the boy herself, according to court records. Now, the video in question is 14 seconds long, and it was allegedly taken on May 6th. This investigation started on May 20th. Then the arrest of Victoria Kramer didn't happen until July 8th. Police say they discovered additional videos on her phone of her and the child, but it is unclear what those videos show. Kramer was arrested and charged with sexual assault on a child, endangering the welfare of a child, manufacturing child sexual abuse material, and possession of child sex abuse material. Shockingly, at a previous court hearing, Kramer's defense actually tried to downplay the video, and this is a quote that reportedly came out of that hearing, and you can see why it was such a controversial thing for a lawyer to say. Quote, "Anyone who has spent time caring for young children understands that children often have little appreciation for personal space or privacy. Young children routinely follow parents or caregivers into bathrooms, touch things, ask questions, are curious, and fail to recognize ordinary social boundaries." That was a public defender telling the court. She also
Okay, true. 100% true. Now, the thing we have about that is the problem with that is why didn't you stop him from touching you? You could have said no, no, and then you could have told him exactly what that was and why it was not appropriate for him to touch and this and that. But you started laughing and recording. So, make that make sense.
also reportedly said this about her client allegedly recording the incident. Quote, "Children often engage in funny, spontaneous, or strange behavior that adults record because the moment's memorable or humorous." This is the defense attorney. The video has been blown out of proportion, that public defender says. Now, there are a lot of people criticizing those statements because it really sounds like she's victim blaming for what happened. Now, we haven't seen this video. We don't know if it's been blown out of proportion, but it's hard to imagine at least the contents of it that it would be blown out of proportion, right? Well, the judge had this to say. The judge called it bizarre. Not bizarre because the child went with Kramer into the bathroom. The judge said it was bizarre because Kramer allegedly did nothing to stop the toddler from touching her private area. And she reportedly laughed, she giggled, and recorded this video, then saved it. The judge said this, quote, "I find it to be troubling. There wasn't any attempt to stop the child from touching her in the pubic area." Now, here's what we know about Victoria Kramer. We know that she was very active on social media, and she wasn't afraid to lay out what she says, or at least what sounds like a pretty traumatic childhood. On TikTok, she wrote that her dad died on Christmas when she was 13. She then says she was taken away from her parents when she was 11, and she had to move 36 times as a kid, and she was in therapy by age 10. We're not bringing this up for, any sense of sympathy, but as we're trying to understand how someone gets in the situation she is, you have to look at their past. Now, as far as any kind of criminal record, we did find that Kramer was once arrested for DUI back in 2023. This is body cam video of that incident, March of 2023.
I don't know what happened. I got hit at a traffic light. It was like a green light go, and then I don't know
this
what
is
happened.
your-
My mom is coming. I don't
Okay. All right. Hey, is everything okay? Are you're not injured or anything? All right, it's okay.
I don't understand why they would put this in there, like, unless it's children in the car, they found some, you know, sexually explicit material of children. I don't understand what all this is about. Just, okay, she don't have a record except for a DWI. You know? I don't understand what's the video and all this extra. What is all this about? You're just making the video longer.
Okay, just take a deep breath. It's all right.
I can't, like, I don't live away. I don't live around here. Like, I
Okay.
live an hour away, and that's why
Okay.
I'm like,
We're not sure if that house vehicle on mass is involved.
Look, we don't have to tell your mom anything, all right? But here's the deal. You're going to be placed under arrest for driving while intoxicated, okay? I have to. All right, this is our job.
no, I'm sorry.
We're right, okay? We don't have to explain
I
anything
can't,
to your mom.
I can't.
I'm going to give you a second to catch your breath, okay? All right, just breathe, okay? A couple nice deep breaths, all right? And we're going to get through this, okay? Okay? You all right?
Yeah, well, you are in trouble now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why they would put this in there. I have no clue, you know what I'm saying? But that was just the gist of it. I just wanted to give y'all an update on what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Basically, she had her first court appearance, and now they talking about seeing as they could come up with a way that a deal that everybody can live with. You know what I'm saying? So a couple of these charges, I think, carry 5 to 10. You know what I'm saying? So, but all of them carry mandatory sex offender registry for the rest of your life. So, if we don't get nothing, we're gonna get that. But hopefully, we get some jail time out of it too, man. Hey, like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so y'all know when I drop a new video. Pass this video on to all your friends and let them know to watch out for their babies. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all touch my babies, you're going to get the no cap. This your boy Jay from Hood Politics checking in, and I'm checking out, baby. Y'all know how we do it.
I denounce you in the name of Jesus. Every devil gotta flee. You don't have no reason. I'm bold as a lion. I don't fear no evil. Blood of Jesus on me. I'm covered. I'm